what is up? It is Blaire. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? We have yet more James Charles drama. This time it is Blaire White. Now, I watched Blaire White's video. It was about 10-12 minutes long, where she was talking on the whole thing about James Charles and how last year Jeffree Star went to her saying that he had a voice memo, a receipt of an alleged victim of James Charles. Now guys, if we all remember, this alleged voice note, this was mentioned on Mum's Basement podcast with Keemstar as well last year. And there was a point where Keemstar and his host, his other co-host, also said to Jeffree Star, okay, well, can you play it for us? And Jeffree said, no, I'm going to go and play it for you in the back room if you want, but I'm not going to do it like live on air. And then that had people speculating that there was no voice note. Well, Blaire has come out in her video today and said that there are other people who corroborated these stories about James Charles and the fact that James Charles does actually have alleged victims. So this was all really interesting. I watched Blaire's video and I was like, oh, tea. You know, this is kind of interesting. At this point, I seriously doubt that we're going to hear anything about this voice note. Would it be interesting if we did? Absolutely. But also, you know, if there are victims of James Charles, then, you know, I think that is the victim's choice if they want to speak out on it or not. But I think it would be very, very interesting to hear it if this voice note that Jeffree Star has been saying he's got exists. I think it would be very interesting to hear it. I mean, of course, you know, it's a sensitive topic. And like I said, it's the victim's choice if they want the public to hear that or not. But isn't it funny how Jeffree Star has said he's got that? So if he's got that, then the victim must have been okay with some people hearing it. If Blaire White has heard this voice note, she claims she's heard this voice note. Jeffree Star claims this voice note exists. So at this point, I'm like, well, this is interesting, because a lot of people, including me, last year when Jeffree Star went on Mum's Basement and wouldn't play the voice note live on air, a lot of people were like, oh, well, that's because he doesn't have the voice note. But now that Blaire's come forward yet again, like she did last year, and said that, yes, she did hear this voice note, I'm kind of like, oh, well, perhaps it does exist.
He definitely revealed a very damning receipt on James Charles allegedly, let's just say, violating someone. Okay, that is the receipt. And Jeffree had teased this receipt that he had, and people were very upset about it, and I was upset about it too. I don't think you should just dangle that in front of people like it's tea or drama or something. But that doesn't change the fact that it was a receipt. And after I did that video, I had influencer after influencer after influencer in my DM saying, yeah, you know, we've known this about James for so long. Like, here's this other incident that I know about and this other incident. And like, yeah, this is a problem. And it's just this big open secret that's been an open secret for so long. And yet he just keeps skating on by. So the fact that I'm someone who doesn't even have close relationships with these people and like don't often have conversations with them, to have like 4 or 5 different people who don't know each other telling me like stories, sometimes corroborating the same story. I'm like, damn, he's been at it for a while and like no one has stopped him. So there's a few reasons why I think that James continues to get away with what he's doing, right? And the first reason is that he's a feminine gay man. Now hear me out before y'all get mad.
Okay, so I really fuck with the way that Blaire spoke about this topic. She made quite a few interesting points, like, you know, the fact that James Charles being a feminine gay man, the fact that his alleged victims are boys as well. She made the points that that is why he's getting away with it. And I do agree, you know, I do agree, because if you think about it, when you think of a predator, you think of like a creepy old straight man, you know. You don't think of a young, you know, popular influencer. You know, you kind of think of an old man with a flasher's Mac or something like that. You know, you don't think James Charles when you think Predator. You don't think, you know, any YouTube or TikTok kind of personality, you know. But with everything that's come out now, and the fact that James Charles has admitted it himself, it's like, well, this is time for the brands that work with James Charles to have those conversations. This is the time for Morphe to get in a meeting and be like, okay, well, clearly we've got a crisis on our hands. We can't work with James Charles. But do I think they will? No. Okay, so just hypothetically, if Morphe have got millions of dollars worth of makeup sitting in a warehouse ready to go with James Charles's name on it, well, yeah, they're going to take a loss on that if they don't release it with James, of course. But, you know, somebody made the point today that, oh, perhaps they would release it with somebody like Nikita Dragon. To me, I'm like, nah, Nikita is just as problematic as James Charles. Nikita Dragon, of course, has profited off videos with the Lopez brothers, you know. So for me, Nikita Dragon is no better than James Charles. You know, she does the same kind of stuff. So I'm like, you know, there's no good in either of them two. You know, I wouldn't be interested in a makeup line from either of them two. I certainly wouldn't buy a James Charles makeup product now, knowing everything that's come out so far. No. But let's talk about Jeffree Star in all of this, because Jeffree Star previously would have been the type to come out and be like, I told you so, would have come out, shown the receipts, you know, and exposed James fully, would have done that in the past. Jeffree, for him not to do that now, I think he's shown a lot of personal growth, if I'm honest. When you look at Jeffree now, what is he doing right now while all of this is going on? He's in Wyoming. He is launching his new business venture, the Star Lounge, where you've got all the 420 paraphernalia, jars, hoodies, all this kind of stuff, you know, grinders. It all does look really nice. You know, I'm not a huge 420 person myself, but there's definitely a market for it because a lot of his fans in America who like his cosmetic brand also like the weed. So, you know, I can see there's a big market for it. I think it's a good addition and it's a good move for Jeffree to say, okay, I'm going to take all the 420 stuff off the cosmetic site, put it into this business here as a separate business. I think that's cool. Of course, for us over here in the UK, it is not legal, but that doesn't mean that I don't indulge. Actually, fun fact, my stepdad used to smoke it every single day for medical reasons. I really wish it was legal over here because, you know, I've got friends who have fibromyalgia and conditions like that that are chronic pain conditions. So for that reason, I wish it was legal for people like that to be able to, you know, smoke it and just not worry about getting arrested or any of that stuff. But England, we're slow, what can I say? But yeah, I would love it if it was legal. You know, I used to be around it every day, as I say, and I do indulge socially. I don't buy it, you know, I can't smoke it in my house anymore or anything like that. But yeah, I indulge socially. You know, if I'm out at a club or something and there's a group of girls who've got some, then I'll go over and I'll join in and, you know, love that. But as I said, you know, I'm not someone to go and buy it. So for me, are these products for me? No, but I can see that there's a huge market for it. So I think it's a cool addition, definitely. I think it is an awesome idea to keep it separate to the cosmetics brand. My one hope is that he doesn't give up on the cosmetics brand because I love the cosmetics brand. And yeah, a lot of people are going to get in their feelings about me saying that because they're like, oh, Jeffree Star's problematic as well. But to me, you know, I like the makeup brand and that is my choice. You know, everyone is free to choose and support whoever they want to support. Do I support James Charles? No. But do I like Jeffree Star's makeup brand? Yeah, I do. You know, and if that's a problem for people, then hey, you know, so be it. But at the end of the day, I wear the makeup. I like the makeup. So that is me. I've actually used the Blood Money palette. Where is she? This bitch all over my eyes today So I used some of the green and gold from that palette, and then I used, where is it, that one, my little elf liquid glitter shadow, just in here as a little bit of a topper over some of the gold eyeshadow from the palette. These are so worth the money. I love them. I can't get enough of these. Every time I do an eyeshadow look now that I want to include a little bit of glitter in, I'm using these. I've got a gold, a blue, a silver. I've got like a light baby blue one. I've got loads of colours in them. They're gorgeous. And yeah, I've got dirt on my hands. That's from me pinching my eyelashes together like that. Filthy cow, I know. Okay, my loves, that is it from me on this one. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. Please do let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the whole Blaire White thing. Do you think she was right to come forward yet again and kind of condemn James Charles? Or do you think she should have just sat there and ate her food? Please do let me know in the comments down below. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you on the next one. Take care. Bye, guys.